Back again, YouTube, and moving on from the last video, I really don't need to introduce these. You can't do a First World War project without including Airfix. These are actually some of the original ones from the 1960s and 70s. The later ones are notoriously difficult to paint. They come covered in some sort of mold release oil. And it's almost impossible to get the stuff off, so the paint comes off when you try to paint them. But these are some of the original ones that were in a green plastic as opposed to the later brown plastic. But you can see here we've got some of the signallers. Again, the machine gun crew, the proper one this time. And of course, the British infantry itself, good old Airfix. And you can see that the moulding on these is quite crisp, compared to the later ones where obviously the moulds are getting older and you lose a lot of the detail, but you can see it's still quite crisp on these. And considering these were some of the first ones that Airfix did, they're quite impressive really. I've always liked Airfix, but this was one of the better sets, I think. So that's our good old Airfix infantry, all set to defend the retreat from Mons and continue the procession to the defence line, which we'll cover in later videos. And this, of course, is also Airfix. This is the Royal Horse Artillery unit, just embellished a bit, sort of put some hats on, painted in shirt sleeve order, and the base is made up, same here. It's amazing what you can do with a bit of paint, because you know the detail really isn't terribly good on the guns, but with just a little bit of embellishment, with a few things added. For instance, on these guns, I've added the seats by just using a paper clip and a couple of pieces of plastic as the seat, and then put the gunners in, the riders in as the gunners on the gun, the number 1 and the number 2 on the gun. So there we go for the artillery. And then last but not least, we've got the supply wagon, which actually is scratch built. So the wheels are from a spare £13 a gun. The cart itself is just made up from matchsticks. The top is made up from paper clips and tissue paper soaked in plaster, and the horses again are from a spare gun unit, RHA unit. And then we have the RHA unit in limber. You can't not include that, can you really? The Airfix aficionados out there, it's a beautiful set to this day, and you can take the gun off and use it if one wishes. But you'll see the driver and companion on the cart are the same as the ones on the gun. Right, that's it for that video. I hope you enjoy, and I'll be back with some more later on. Bye.